Welcome back everyone to another video with Argo. I'm D-Rec and today I've got a ton of really awesome reveals to go over with you guys. We've got some Great Nature, we've got some Gear Chronicle, all really exciting skills. So let's get into it with the return of School Hunter Leopald, and his new skills are pretty darn bonkers. His first skill is continuous on Vanguard Circle. If you have a grade 3 in your soul, this unit's auto abilities activate twice. When placed abilities will also activate twice. And then his second ability is auto on Vanguard Circle. When placed, put the top card of your deck into your drop zone and perform one of the following effects. If you milled a normal unit, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck, call up to 2 grade 2 or less cards from among them to Rearguard Circle, and then shuffle your deck. If you revealed a trigger unit, this unit gets power plus 15k, critical plus 1 until the end of turn. Now before I go over my own final thoughts, I'm going to reveal everything for Great Nature before moving on. Next up, we've got the return of Binoculus Tiger, and his skill is auto on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, put the top card of your deck into your drop zone and perform one of the following effects. If you milled a normal unit, draw a card. If you milled a trigger unit, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, and then 3 units in your front row get power plus 5 until the end of turn. And our last reveal for V-Series Great Nature is Monoculus Tiger, and his new ability is auto on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. When it attacks or boosts a rearguard, you can Soul Blast 1, put the top card of your deck into your drop zone, and perform one of the following effects. If you milled a normal unit, your opponent cannot call Sentinels from his or her hand until the end of that battle. And then if you milled a trigger unit, your opponent cannot call cards other than trigger units from his or her hand until the end of that battle. Great Nature looking a lot like Light Swords. If you guys ever played Yu-Gi-Oh!, the mill effect to get a ton of really cool things is really reminiscent of Light Swords, and I really like what they're doing with the actual abilities because it's a lot less milly and more skilly, if you guys get what I kind of mean from that. But no, you do a lot less milling and get a lot more benefits out of doing stuff, whereas with Light Swords you could mill 3-4 cards at a time, versus this one you're only milling 1 at a time to get kind of really cool benefits. And it's really solid for a clan that more focused on combo attacks in G with giving things power and then at the end of the turn retiring it all. And now we're seeing more stuff to do with the actual deck itself than units on board, which is really cool. And then our last reveal for Great Nature, which is a promo for premium format, is a G guard called Symbol Monkey. And its ability is auto when placed on Guardian Circle. All other units get minus 5k power until the end of turn. So, not too sure what to think about that. I mean, if you're playing in the older stuff with Great Nature, then you're going to kill your own stuff anyway, and then all your opponent stuff is going to lose power, but even then it's very okay at best. I'm not too big of a fan of this card, but it's alright. I can see some playability out of it, just not too much. And that is it for Great Nature so far. Moving into the Gear Chronicle stuff, we have got our first reveal at what looks to be the Grade 4 for Gear Chronicle, which is Mystery Flare Dragon. We have the artwork for him, but no skill as of yet, so we're going to be waiting on that for a little bit longer. Moving into our next card, which is a Grade 3 with the Force Marker, called Gun Guild Dragon. And its ability is auto on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, you can counterblast 1, bind one of your other rearguards, choose one of your opponent's rearguards with grade less than that card, and put it on the bottom of his or her deck. If she put a card, you draw a card. So really cool, kind of brings you back to older Gear Chronicle from like set 1, set 2 time period where you're doing a lot more bottom decking, but it's still good for V era stuff. And then next up we've got Grand Strike Dragon, which says continuous on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. During your turn, if the sum of grades of your units and face-up cards in your bind zone is 12 or more, this unit gets power plus 10,000. So I can see that being pretty decent if they're going to be going the route of binding their own cards. Once again, that could also be viable in Premium with Fang, because Fang did a lot of binding back in the day. So really cool, really exciting to see that Gear Chronicle is getting some pretty good stuff that brings it back to its older stuff. Not so much with the whole time leaping, flipping around with cards in the deck type deal, which was a really bonkers in G. That is it for card reveals out of the Answer of Truth so far. I'll be keeping tabs on more reveals as they come. Let me know your thoughts about all the new stuff that's been revealed so far. I really like what they did with Great Nature this time around. New Leopald looks really solid. Same thing with Binoculus and Monoculus Tiger. And then I'm still really excited to see what they do with Mystery Flare, just because back in the day he was a really kind of meme card. So hopefully they really do good by Mystery Flare this time around. That is it for this video, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.